going? Today we are finally revisiting the fire signs zodiac video where I'm going to be creating rooms in The Sims 4, or apartments rather, that represent each fire zodiac sign. This is actually the final part of this mini zodiac sign series that I've been doing on my channel. I think the last one we did was a water signs video. Either way, I'll link them down below if you're curious what your sign looks like as a home in The Sims 4. But today, let's do the fire signs. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always putting out fun new builds or build challenges on my channel regarding The Sims 4. And yeah, let's get into it. So today we're going to be starting with Aries. And if you're an Aries, you are born between March 21st and April 19th. The Aries is actually the first sign of the zodiac, even though it doesn't fall between the beginning of the year. If you're an Aries, you're always up for a challenge. When I think of Aries, I just think of Julian Solomita's Aries kitchen. Hence why I'm starting here with the kitchen. You might be passionate, motivated, you're a natural born leader. And other characteristics of an Aries are determined, direct, optimistic. They tend to be very social, yet they love their own space. So I'm putting a little microphone over in the side here. In The Sims, maybe they can practice comedy or practice their speeches on the microphone. So hence why we've got that. But then I'm making this cozy little living room over here with some neutrals, but also some pops of color. And Aries loves to change it up. Hence why I'm kind of trying to make it so that these little pieces can be interchanged. We've got this really vibrant yellow bar stool, which maybe they could interchange if they got bored of the yellow. And for an Aries, when I think of actually any of the fire signs, I think of vibrancy, energy. So I'm going a little bit brighter with my colors for this, and that's pretty consistent throughout all of the fire signs. I have also found these cute little quote pictures from the gallery. This is created by Laura Panda 09. I've been using a lot of these custom paintings off the gallery for a lot of these videos here for this zodiac sign series, and I feel like since the Aries is motivated and determined, they kind of made sense in this home. So this is our cozy living room space with our kitchen. Apparently the go-to colors for an Aries are blue and orange, so I'm trying to get those orangey tones, those red and blues in there as well. So that is our cozy little living room. Let's move into the bedroom. So I'm kind of using these little lamps from Dream Home Decorator and bouncing off those colors. So I think in the living room, I haven't really done a desk space yet. So I'm putting a desk in here with a little board on top. It's a little bit cluttered. I know Aries tend to be maybe a little bit more determined. They want to get everything done. And then the organization maybe falls behind a little bit. So I'm putting that on top of the cork board here. It looks organized, but it's a chaotic organization, you know? Can relate. And then I'm also gonna put a little gym over to the side. Aries are described as being energetic, like I said. So I wanted to make sure that I had some kind of gym equipment in here. Whether or not you use it is up to you. We've got our eco lifestyle bed in here, which again wraps into those colors. I did a Dream Home Decorator kind of lounger over here. It's part of the sectional, but it's more of a day bed kind of. We'll pull it together with some pictures on the wall, or some wall decor rather. And then this is going to lead into our gym. This is actually also the apartment that has that weird thing on there. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna cover this up in the bathroom because we can't delete that. This is also the same apartment that the Taurus was in before. So I don't want this gym to be too crazy. I think I'm only gonna put one or two pieces of gym equipment in here. I think I'm just gonna do treadmill. We've got the TV over there, and maybe just punching bag over here in the corner, glowing mirrors, and just a little bit of clutter. Let's finally move on into the bathroom. I'm really loving this wallpaper. That is from Fitness Stuff. I feel like it looks so nice. That dark blue. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be the struggle. So our bathroom here, I think what I'm gonna do is make a plant wall. I wish I could do the plant wall maybe over here on this wall instead, but in order to cover up that picture, this is what I have to do. I wanted to cover it up with a mirror, but it wasn't really working. So I'm gonna put my mirror there. These here are from Snowy Escape, which I've kind of just lined up. I've got our eco lifestyle wall decor on there. This looks really cute. Normally, I'm not a big fan of doing bathrooms, but I really like this one with the clutter under there. I'm just gonna put up some shelving units above our toilet here. And there we go. That is our Aries bathroom. Kind of nothing really to do with the Aries in this bathroom, but I think it looked really, really cool. I like the plant walls, the double plant wall, the Snowy Escape things look really nice. And yeah, this is it for our Aries apartment. We are gonna move on to the next one, which is going to be the Leo. So if you're a Leo, you were born between July 23rd and August 22nd. This is one of the ones that I was most excited to do for all of the zodiac signs because I thought it would translate to a really beautiful, bold apartment here. So we're gonna start over here with the living room. I've gone in with purples, oranges, dark browns, and deep colors. And I think I'm gonna keep that through this entire build. So obviously, if you're a Leo, you are represented by the lion. Hence the deep browns, oranges, colors colors that we're gonna be using. Leos tend to be vivacious, theatrical, passionate. Passion is one thing I'm noticing through the fire signs quite a bit. Same as like leadership, Leos tend to be natural born leaders, just like the Aries. They are ambitious, strong, fearless. And for my style, I'm going for like expensive textiles. We're going for a little bit flashy, but we're gonna keep it classy, you know. I'm really loving this living room. Again, I knew this was gonna be one of my favorites. I love the color scheme going on in here. We're going for lavish fabrics, patterns, regal, but with a little glamour. So this is our living room and our entryway. I'm gonna move on to the kitchen, which is gonna be over here. I've just separated that by this wall here. So I think for my kitchen, I'm gonna go with this dark black, orange, and dark brown counters from Snowy Escape. And then I'm also pulling it together with these Dream Home Decorator ones. So our kitchen is over here. We've got tons of clutter, a little too much clutter. I'm peeking this in. There we go. I had a really hard time trying to find a rug that looked good in here. The purple rug situation in The Sims 4 is kind of not the greatest. I like this one though. I like the pattern on here. And I think I'm gonna do a big dining table in here. I think we're gonna pull that together. I've got the bar in the corner, paranormal, hutch happening over here. So this is gonna be our kitchen and our dining room. I love it so far. This is it. This is gorgeous. Loving the colors. Let's move in to the bedroom. Leos are also known for loyalty. They're known for consistency and stability. So in terms of consistency with design, I'm gonna be bringing the same colors on into my bedroom. I found this amazing picture on the gallery. This is just perfect. Look at this little picture. And I'm tying in that like blue color with the guitar. And I think I'm gonna tie it together as well with the paranormal rug with the purple and the blues in there and this bed from Season. We've got a little desk over there that kind of fit perfectly in this nook. And that is gonna be it for our Leo bedroom. This is so freaking cute. Yeah, that picture is my favorite. Definitely pulled the entire thing together. And finally, we're gonna move into the bathroom, which I've just put this little brick here. That is the same brick that I used over here with my television and with my fireplace. So I'm kind of just pulling that together in the bathroom. I think I'm gonna put the shower in the corner, sink over here, and I think I should be able to fit a bathtub in here as well. Yeah, bathtub over there with a tiny living shelf, toilet, and let's pull it together with a little bit of that blue, and I can do the Realm of Magic picture right there above the bathtub. I think this is perfect. Ties everything together with that consistency of the Leo. And finally, we are gonna move on from our Leo bedroom to do the Sagittarius. So the final zodiac sign we are going to do of this entire series is the Sagittarius. And if you're a Sagittarius, you are born between November 22nd and December 21st. This is another really cool one. You fire signs are freaking hip. I don't think people say hip anymore. I like you guys is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, the Sagittarius is represented by the Archer. They tend to be intellectual and spiritual, and they're motivated by wanderlust, which means that you guys love to travel. And if not, you're very inspired by different cultures. You enjoy different pieces from other countries, other places. So what I'm kind of going for in this living room is little pieces that maybe you've picked up from your travels, like these little pots over here from the Oasis courtyard kit. I've got this island living vase, some pictures, even though these are very expensive, some pictures from your travels. This apartment is kind of annoying because it has like the highest ceiling. So I think I'm going to be using platforms eventually in here. And of course, since we're represented by the Archer, I need to add in this little arrow piece. It's like the one and only thing that I could actually find that made sense for this build. This is so cute. I love it. I love all the colors. The style I'm going for is like global chic meets bohemian. So again, with like little clutter pieces of things that you've picked up on your adventures. Let's spin around and do the kitchen. So yeah, I've added platforms here. I did this like right away. Platforms here leading up to the bedroom, and I'm going to do a bed up on a platform too, just to kind of like combat that weird height of this apartment. A Sagittarius also tends to have a great sense of humor. They're easygoing. I don't like it when this happens. Like, this is the Dream Home Decorator oven. Why is it glitching like that? I don't like. It's not supposed to do that. I really don't want to have to move that right beside the fridge. We're just gonna have to leave it, I guess. I don't know. And then over here for the hallway, I'm gonna do the same thing. We'll have maybe a little ottoman, this vase from City Living. I'm going for exotic patterns and colors. Yeah, this is a very fun apartment. Very, very bright. I quite like it. Let's move on to the bedroom. So this is our main area. We've got the hallway. We've got our lovely kitchen, our living room. I'm obsessed with this living room. I think this is my favorite. So yeah, for this bedroom, I'm gonna put my bed up on a platform. I'm using these wallpapers again from the Courtyard Oasis kit. Oh, Oasis Courtyard kit? I can never remember what it's called, but it's from that. My bed is from City Living, and I think I'm gonna do the same kind of thing with my my bedroom that I did in the living room. Tons of clutter, exotic pieces like this little lantern here and that from Snowy Escape. I love this. I feel like I don't use that often enough. Ooh, these from Eco Lifestyle look really good in here as well. And of course, I got to get a little cork board with all of my like postcards. These are technically from my first pet stuff from like when the hamster goes traveling, which is so weird. But yeah, all of these are going to be up on the wall showing your lovely travels. And if not, maybe places that you would like to go. And then this is going to be my dresser area, pulling it together with a chair. And let's do a torn Journey to Batu rug. Maybe you also traveled there in your Sims life at least. So this is our bedroom. Super cute. I feel like this is like the iconic piece for the Sagittarius. I love it. Our adventurous Sagittarius will have tons of stories from that, I'm sure. And let's finally move into the bathroom, which again, I'm going to use the same paint that I've been using. This is actually, I really love the swatches that come with this. This is from the Oasis kit. All of the swatches that I've used in here have come from that. So I'm going to use my Jungle Adventure sink in this like blue color with that like base game fancy mirror. I think I'm also going to use the Jungle Adventure shower in here. This one used to be one of my favorites. I haven't used it in a hot minute. And we've got our Dream Home Decorator rug in there to pull it all together. Some Eco Lifestyle wall pieces and the tiny living pictures on the other side. So this is what we got for our Sagittarius apartment. What our Sagittarius apartment would look like as a home in The Sims 4. I gotta move this oven. This is driving me crazy. Here we go. Now it's not glitching. Let me know if you guys like this little series. Again, if you want to go and watch back other ones to see what they look like as homes in The Sims 4, you can check that out as well. I'll link it down below in the description. If you think any of these fire sign apartments described you, let me know in the comment section down below, or let me know what you would change about them as a fire sign yourself. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.